prove yourself requires a profound understanding of both the subtle and overt ways one can demonstrate commitment, loyalty, and character in a way that builds an intense emotional bond. This tactic aims to establish trust and admiration on a level beyond typical gestures, requiring you to act selflessly, with a hint of bravery, to impress upon the person a deep sense of your value in their life. Such moments of proving oneself are often most effective when they align with the other person's unfulfilled needs, longings, or anxieties, as this creates a resonance that feels both meaningful and irreplaceable. At its core, prove yourself involves discerning what will make them feel secure, appreciated, or understood, especially in ways others have failed to provide. This does not mean relying on grand, obvious gestures, but focusing on actions that speak directly to their inner world, addressing aspects of themselves that have felt overlooked, unprotected, or unsupported. When you respond to these hidden vulnerabilities, they begin to see you as someone uniquely attuned to their needs. For example, someone who has felt undervalued by others may be moved when you recognize and highlight their strengths, particularly in private moments where there's no ulterior motive. Or if they harbor a fear of being abandoned, offering them stability and assurance in a subtle but impactful way can generate a level of trust that feels life-changing to them. The tactic also benefits from being tailored to the unique emotional landscape of the person you're trying to reach. Unlike standard gestures of kindness or generosity, proving oneself is most impactful when it matches the specific yearnings or insecurities they carry. This level of precision requires paying close attention to the details of their life, noticing what makes them uneasy, what they speak about wistfully, or what they seem to avoid discussing. Once you have an understanding of these hidden corners of their mind, your actions can take on a much more personalized quality that feels exceptionally intimate to them. The effect is profound, as they feel truly seen and cared for in ways they've likely never experienced. A vital aspect of this approach is also timing. A well-timed act of loyalty or bravery can imprint itself on someone's memory far more intensely than multiple smaller gestures spread over time. This is particularly true if you step in to help or protect them during a challenging or emotionally charged moment, as people tend to remember those who show up when others fail to. Imagine a scenario where the person is dealing with a personal issue. Perhaps they're struggling with self-doubt or facing a difficult decision. If you find a way to support them, offering encouragement or simply being a reliable presence, it becomes more than just kindness. It represents a kind of strength that stands out to them. For some, especially those who have felt unsupported in the past, this single moment can create a lasting sense of security tied to you, making them less likely to seek such fulfillment elsewhere. To prove yourself, actions that are quiet and private can be just as powerful as overt displays. In many cases, a simple, personalized gesture that is only shared between the two of you creates a sense of intimacy that public gestures lack. For instance, it could be something as simple as remembering a meaningful date for them or helping them with an issue they casually mentioned in passing. When you show that you listen closely, internalize their words, and act on them thoughtfully, it forms a bond of trust that feels as though you're the only one who truly gets them. This type of closeness can be hard to come by, and thus, it roots their feelings for you deeply in appreciation and admiration. As their admiration grows, the power of your presence deepens. Each time you step in at a meaningful moment, you're crafting a unique narrative in their mind, one where you play the role of protector, confidant, or someone uniquely attuned to them. This extends beyond mere gratitude. It becomes a powerful form of loyalty that intertwines their sense of safety, happiness, and even self-worth with your presence. In many cases, the emotional ties formed by such actions are difficult to sever, as you have connected with them on a level that feels fundamentally different from typical interactions. One of the most compelling parts of proving yourself is the underlying sense of dedication that resonates in such gestures. These acts should feel genuine and motivated by a desire to support, not as calculated moves. When someone senses authenticity, their defenses drop, and they begin to open up, becoming more vulnerable and receptive to you. This dynamic builds a cycle where they increasingly see you as their anchor, someone who will stand by them regardless of circumstances, deepening their reliance on you. Ultimately, by proving yourself in a way that feels unique and meaningful, you are establishing yourself as a rare, indispensable presence. It's a process that requires patience and subtlety, but with each well-timed action, you are imprinting your value onto them, creating a bond that feels irreplaceable. As they see you as the one who fills gaps others cannot, they become more emotionally invested, solidifying an attachment that makes them less likely to distance themselves. This approach, when executed thoughtfully, transforms the connection from attraction to genuine dependence, entrenching your position in their lives.